puts his 7-fight win streak on the line
These are landing hard.
against a formidable force in Alex Easy Polizzi.
Fight night starts right now. The fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, is known for incredible fights, and Tuff-N-UFF is known for incredible fighters. And tonight, it is a sold-out event in Las Vegas for Tuff-N-UFF 147. Fighters from all around the country have converged in Las Vegas and have come right here to the Rampart Hotel and Casino. This is the very first time that a Tuff-N-UFF has been held at the Rampart, and what a debut. Sold-out event. Wall to wall, there's going to be fans packed in here tonight to cheer on their favorite fighters. It's Dave Farrow alongside Justin James. Always a pleasure to be alongside you. Tuff-N-UFF, I know, holds a special place in my heart. Same thing for you, because this organization has grown so much over the years and offered so many opportunities to up-and-coming fighters.
Yeah, there's no question. Now, I've been a part of Tuff-N-UFF. I've fought for him a bunch as an amateur. I've fought for him a bunch as a pro. And I tell you what, the opportunity that Tuff-N-UFF provides these young fighters to come into a great place like Rampart Casino to show their skills is nothing short of amazing.
Like I said, sold out. Tuff-N-UFF 147 starts right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Rampart Hotel and Casino here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, welcome to the Meyer Brothers world-famous Future Stars of MMA. Live on Facebook and YouTube, this is Tuff-N-UFF 147. This opening bout is set for 3 rounds in the heavyweight division. Now, please welcome to the cage, out of the blue corner, Oscar Lopez.
Oscar Lopez getting a little pop from the crowd there. Love to see it. He took this fight on very short notice. So you got to think that helps a little bit with the nerves, right? Because you don't really have a whole lot of time to get into your head too much when you get a call at the last minute. But love that Oscar Lopez was willing to step up, and he's taking on a fighter that we'll meet in just a moment that's making his debut tonight. But what an exciting night for Oscar Lopez to be able to step up in the heavyweight division here at Tuff-N-UFF and try to get that first win on his amateur record.
You know, not even just an incredible opportunity, but just matching that occasion of showing up short notice, like you mentioned. Like, this was a really, really short notice fight. You know, he's coming in with a little bit of experience, 1 fight under his belt, trying to get in the win column tonight. You can't see what he can do. You can't wait to see what he can do at the Tuff-N-UFF cage.
Oscar Lopez, like you said just a couple hours ago, was 100% confirmed to be a part of this fight card. So stepping in as a heavyweight on short notice, Oscar Lopez, welcome to the Tuff-N-UFF cage.
And now, set to make his entrance to the cage, Daquan Hopper.
Daquan Hopper gets a big pop from the local crowd here in Las Vegas. A lot of people have been super excited about this moment right here. He looks very stoic right now, making his debut tonight. First time ever stepping under the bright lights in Las Vegas, and what a way to do it. Live on Facebook, on YouTube, across the UFC socials, a big moment for him. Justin, talk a little bit about how you spent so much time preparing for this very moment, in the gym, just grinding away. Some fighters do it for years and never even make it to this point. For him to have his opportunity here tonight in Las Vegas, it's a big one.
Well, I tell you what about Daquan, man. He comes from freestyle MMA, and I know it sounds like a broken record. Every time I see Goker in the corner of a guy, you can see him right there, getting ready, telling his fighter last couple words. You know he's going to be ready when you're coming a part of a gym called freestyle MMA. Those guys are as tough as nails, and I'm expecting nothing short of Daquan Hopper himself.
When asked what he does other than mixed martial arts, he said he just works and runs and recovers. That's it. Otherwise, he's in the gym all of the time. So excited to see him and what he's able to do. He called out John Jones. He said that he loves it. He's very versatile and has great cage composure. I'll be curious if he's going to be able to emulate some of that tonight in the debut. You know the nerves are going. His opponent just got changed at the very last minute, but he's fine with all of that. I mean, look at the wingspan on this guy. He is a tall and powerful heavyweight fighter. Not much over that light heavyweight threshold, so I think that with some time, he may decide to go down, but he's like, let's go try this thing out at heavyweight. Daquan Hopper in the cage.
Talking about that range, man. You look at these, he's in shape, he looks ripped, he has long arms, he has a big frame. We're looking forward to get you, and typically he's middleweight.
Let's take a look at our tail of the tape. It's brought to you by Lerner & Rowe, as you see 23 and 24 years old. The 3-inch reach advantage going to Hopper, as well as a 4-inch reach advantage, 3 inches of height rather. Daquan Hopper, Oscar Lopez, we are set here at Tuff-N-UFF 147.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set to go three-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Introducing to you first, out of the blue corner, an MMA specialist standing 6 feet tall, officially weighing in at an even 217 pounds, holding a record of no wins, 1 loss, from Indio, California, presenting Oscar Lopez. His adversary across the cage, out of the red corner. At 6 feet 3 inches tall, this freestyle fighter officially weighed in at 206.8 pounds. He is making his MMA debut, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Introducing Daquan Hopper. Your referee in charge of the action, Matthew Beamick.
They already got shirts printed up for him and everything. I love it, man. This team came prepared. Cage door is officially closed and we are off.
Oscar Lopez. Oh, nice right hand from Daquan, finding a home for that over and over. Gotta get that left hand up here, Dave. It could be a short night for Oscar Lopez if he doesn't.
Yeah, Lopez came out looking pretty good there with his hands, but Hopper really stung him a couple of times with that right. That left connects as well. He's finding a home for these.
Let's look at the range we talked about when he's walking out. That long range has about a 4-inch reach advantage here. Definitely using it.
Yeah, doing a good job of staying out of harm's way. Lopez throwing with intent though, but Hopper right now, ooh, big kick just misses over the head.
Oof. Love that follow-up kick after the right hand. Hips already coming forward, might as well throw the kick.
Hopper with a kick that connects.
Right on his head. Oscar already showing damage here, only 1 minute into this first round, Dave.
Yeah, Hopper, like I mentioned, he called out John Jones for that cage presence and how versatile he is. So far looking very much in control here. Another big right hand. Lopez goes down, another right, and that's it. Referee is stepping and waving it off, and Hopper, round number 1, gets a TKO victory.
What an incredible way to start his amateur career. Coming in, making a statement. One fight experience vet of Oscar Lopez, but man, Daquan Hopper showing that range, landing that right hand over and over.
Looks as fresh as could be, too, as he's walking around the cage, taking his victory lap. You see the damage on Lopez's face. There's a lot of punches that connected there. There is some significant blood. Looks like that right eye is busted open above it, right above the, yeah, just above the right eye where the eyebrow is. It looks like it's pretty cut open. Hopper did a great job throwing punches and bunches, and just like that, round number 1. Walk us through it here.
Look at his head kick, boom, lands right on the eye of Oscar Lopez. You know, Oscar Lopez, tough as they come, not backing down, but that shot right there behind the ear, right on the chin with the uppercut. Follows up, referee gets a close look at it, sees enough, and waves it off. Congratulations to Daquan Hopper, starting your amateur career off with 1 win and 0 losses. It's an incredible finish, Dave. There's nothing better stepping in and getting that TKO victory in a minute and a half.
Love to see it. Didn't even really break a sweat in there. Finally getting a chance to embrace his team as Lopez continues to be cleaned up there by the doctors. No fault to Lopez. He took the fight on super short notice, was willing to get in there. But man, you're talking about making a statement in your very first fight. You couldn't draw it up much better than that.
Absolutely not. Like I said, Mitch, the most thing I was most impressed about was his range. Where he kept Lopez at the end of his punches. He wouldn't get in that phone booth stop fight. I felt Oscar Lopez wanted that. But Daquan said, no, I'm going to keep you at range and I'm going to knock you out.
Time for our official announcement. Not sure if Lopez is going to be able to make it over for him or not. Kaz Egan is our ring announcer tonight. He is going to give us the official announcement. Daquan Hopper, round number 1, gets the victory tonight, does so in emphatic fashion. What a fun way to kick off Tuff-N-UFF 147 with a TKO victory for Hopper.
Lopez still getting cleaned up from the doctor. Like I said, took some big shots. That beautiful left high kick landing right on the brow. Wore it like a hat. But, you know, just like a video game, you got a life bar, man, and you take enough shots, you're going to go down, and that's what happened.
Excellent victory for Hopper. For the first time ever, his hand going to be raised in the air inside of an MMA cage, and he did it right here at Tuff-N-UFF 147.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Matthew Beeman calls a stop to the contest at 1 minute 8 seconds of the very first round. For your winner by TKO in his MMA debut, Daquan Hopper.
So stoic, Daquan Hopper now 1-0. Excited to see what his young MMA career is going to bring us next. Fantastic start to Tuff-N-UFF 147. Live from Las Vegas, it's a sold-out card. Thank you so much for being with us for the broadcast. We're coming back with plenty more.
Got a good look at that damage on Oscar.
If you want to see the light and you want it done right, call Las Vegas Lighting at 702-990-0806. That's 702-990-0806. We're here to serve all major companies, hotels, and homes. We can light up your life. Las Vegas Lighting. Las Vegas Lighting.
What do we got for a routine around here? I honestly don't know the answer to that, bro.
Please welcome to the cage, Rolando Aguilar.
Rolando Aguilar is making the walk right now, and boy, you talk about having to live up to the hype. I mean, the first fight, 1 round TKO victory. Will we see that sort of pace here in this 145-pound fight? 3 3-minute rounds to do some work. Excited to see this young man from Thousand Palms, California, stepping into the cage. Also notice with him, long arms, 72 inches of reach. We'll focus on that more in just a moment, but really looks up to Charles Oliveira. Said he got him into the sport, pushed him through some hard times, wants to do this for a living for as long as he possibly can. So he said in 5 years from now, sees himself exactly where he is tonight, in the cage and fighting. Been working really hard. He's got a day job as a carpenter. This is his passion, though. Only thing that really scares him, he said, oceans. And I get it. There's a lot of creepy stuff in the ocean.
He says the ocean.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Rolando Aguilar coming in, record of 0-1, trying to get on the winning track at featherweight, and you mentioned it, 72 inches of featherweight, incredible reach. Let's see if he can use it tonight, Dave.
Said he's had a full and thorough training camp leading up to this one, but really loves martial arts because it's his ultimate passion, and his focus proves it. He said he came into this fully prepared. Final checks right now being done outside of the cage. Rolando Aguilar making his debut here at Tuff-N-UFF at 145 pounds with only 1 fight on his record so far. Let's see how he does tonight. Rolando Aguilar, welcome to the Tuff-N-UFF 147 cage.
Interesting fact here, it's almost been a year since he's fought, so maybe he took that early loss, decided, hey man, I need a lot to work on, took a year off, and now he's ready for us.
And now, set to make his entrance to the cage, Thomas Povea.
Thomas Povea, fighting out of Las Vegas. 5'10", 145 pounds, also an impressive reach at 71 inches, and that's what I love about the matchmaking that Tuff-N-UFF does. They really do a good job, even with these fighters very early on in their career, finding fighters that are similar with their records. So Povea, a little bit more experience, but he's only got 2 fights, and he's 1-1. So not a ton more experience, but definitely a little bit more, and a long reach at 71 inches. Not quite as long as his opponent, but still, you're talking about a featherweight at 145 pounds, 71 inches of reach. This fight should be fantastic.
And I tell you what, I know Thomas Povea real well. I coach him in wrestling at Extreme Couture. This guy can wrestle, this guy can grapple, and I expect him to use that long reach to get this fight to the ground. Very credentialed wrestler, and he's as tough as nails on top.
I mean, you talk about Extreme Couture all the time, and that's your home gym, but boy, the wrestling pedigree is like nowhere else in Extreme Couture. Excited to see these two compete. Let's take a look at our tale of the tape for our first featherweight bout of the evening. It's brought to you by One Nevada Credit Union, as we mentioned. 70 inches of reach for Aguilar. Povea coming in at 72 inches, both at 5'10", 19 years old and 24 years old. Here we go with our second fight on the Tuff-N-UFF prelims.
We are now set to go 3 rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing to you first, out of the blue corner, a hybrid fighter standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, officially weighing in at 144.6 pounds, stepping into the cage for his second MMA bout from Thousand Palms, California. Introducing Rolando Aguilar. His opponent across the cage out of the red corner. At 5 feet 10 inches tall, this MMA specialist officially weighed in at 145.6 pounds. He holds an undefeated record of 1 victory, 1 defeat, and he hails from Las Vegas, Nevada, presenting Thomas Povea. Your charge, Paul Manguel.
3 3-minute rounds is our format. Aguilar is wearing the black trunks. Povea is wearing the blue. Cage doors are officially closed. As we mentioned, sold out crowd expected here tonight at the Rampart. Every single ticket, including the standing room only, has sold out for this event. Let's see if these guys can match the intensity of our first fight. Povea with a nice overhand right that connects. Big kicks. Quick pace early on. Let's see that wrestling go to work, Justin. There it is.
Tell you what, this kid, once he gets his hands on you, man, he can do a lot of damage. He can wear on you, and he's like a blanket, man. He's very tough to get off. And I'm speaking from experience, Dave. I've wrestled this kid on the daily, and this kid is as tough as they come once he gets on top.
Already in half guard now. He's got that arm pinned down just for a moment there, but very much in control right now is Povea. You mentioned that getting his hands on. You know, talked a lot about the reach leading into this. Right now, he's done a great job of negating that and very much in control in the first 45 seconds here of this fight.
And let me tell you, this is something that we work on specifically at the gym. He's going topside half here. I'd like to see Thomas get that backside wrist ride. Figure 4 of those legs. You see that? He's fishing for the backside wrist ride. This is something we work on daily at Extreme Couture. And his opponent doing a great job trying to not get damaged. He's eating those big shots from Thomas.
So as his friend and coach, so far you got to be pretty happy with his performance.
He's doing everything right, staying in half guard, having him against the fence. He's not going to mount just yet. He's not going to side position. He is doing everything right. Like I said, if I'm Thomas Scan, he goes to that top side half. Well, let him up there for a second, but he's trying to dive under. I see his opponent trying to dive under right now.
Nice reversal there from Aguilar.
See, this is where Thomas, really excels. Oh, 2 big shots. It's like a growing shot. He has 5 minutes. Don't think it was intentional. I assume we're...
Take a look here at what happened, but like you said, looked like an unintentional groin shot in real time. Povea taking his time here, as he well should. Taking a look, and
the foot.
The foot right to the old giblets. And this is actually probably a good thing for Aguilar, because he did look like he was getting pretty gassed up there for a moment, but obviously Povea has got to take the necessary time here to be able to reset and be ready. Gives the ref the nod. And here we go, back to it.
Expect a similar game plan here, trying to get this fight to the ground. Like I said, Thomas, when he's on tough, especially he's in half guard, very, very tough.
Spinning kick misses, and Povea instantly closes that distance, scoops the legs up, and we got a face slam.
Right
there it is.
Tries to get right back to half guard. Ends up in full guard here, but still has his head up against the fence. I'd like to see Thomas take his time here, watch the up kicks, needs to block for the pass here. Don't get triangled, pass off, get to half guard, and do some more damage like he did earlier in the round.
Some great work there by our production crew, really getting all up in and giving you the best shots possible. Doesn't get much closer to the action than this.
He can throw his legs by here. Beautiful shot.
Nice right hand.
I'd like to see him get back to half guard here.
A lot of people don't realize how much that sucks when your head is against the mat and then you get punched.
Yeah,
that's just tough.
There's no give here. Look at this full mount, has his head pinned.
Crossface, big shots. Those are sneaking through. Aguilar is doing a nice job trying to avoid some of them, but get close to giving up his back there.
I'd like to see him get a grapevine in here, secure those legs, keep his hip flat, maybe get some head pressure. The problem with posturing here, he's giving Aguilar a chance to bump, but he's landing huge shots.
Big shots, final 10 seconds of the round. Aguilar gives up the back. Figure 4 is locked in. Will he have enough time? He's got a choke.
Short time.
Real tight.
Oh, saved by the bell.
Wow, it looked like he was about to tap.
I think he did tap, but it was after the buzzer.
After the bell. Wow, that was as close as it could possibly get. Wow. Round number 2 is coming up. This is Tuff-N-UFF 147 live from Las Vegas.
ATMs that won't charge you a fee with One Nevada.
When you're hurt in a wreck, you want an attorney that'll fight for every dollar you deserve. In many cases, Lerner & Rose recovered 10, 15, 20 times more than the insurance company's original offer. Get the money you deserve. Call Lerner & Rose today.
Call 877-1500.
Round number 2 is on the way. Round number 1 on our unofficial scorecard, clearly going to Thomas Povea. Let's see if there is a change in the game plan here for Aguilar.
Yeah, he definitely needs to change the game plan here because if he gets taken down, I mean, you saw Thomas, 1 more second, 2 more seconds, he's going to get that finish in the first round. I assume he's going to go right back to the wrestling game.
I mean, I don't know why you'd change anything right now. It's going pretty well. Round number 2, we are underway. 3 more minutes on the clock, should it be necessary.
Talk about that slam too. Got his hands locked on the fence. Big pickup, big slam. Nice check. Like to see Thomas paying back for that. Yep, there he goes. Aguilar needs to set those kicks up if he expects to land them.
Nice. Povea instantly shoots, and he's got him back on the ground right where he wants him.
Let's see him go right back to half guard here. Sit on that bottom knee, excuse me. You can go to top side half too. Aguilar constantly trying to roll over. I don't think it's very advantageous. I think you see that backside wrist right again.
He's got the mount, he's got the arm pinned back. Landed a couple of big shots there. Plenty of time to work here. Let's see if he's able to do the same thing where he can posture up and get some big punches and possibly get Aguilar to give up his back again.
I'd like to see him get grapevines in here. There you go. Yep, get those grapevines. Keep that pressure down because when he brings his knees up to the, like here, now he's giving Aguilar a chance to buck and roll through. Although he has a better chance of landing big shots, there's a better chance of Aguilar getting out or giving up his back.
They have big shots here. Some of those sneaking through very clean. Trying to pin that arm down once again. You see Aguilar, he's trying to roll. Nowhere to go though.
Yeah, with that grapevine, he's gonna have a hard time rolling through. He needs to wait for Tomas to get up and then roll through. Like as his knees are getting higher, excuse me. Right now, he could probably start rolling, maybe give up his back. But as we saw in the first round, giving up his back.
Shots.
Yeah, that's the buck I'm talking about, Dave.
Referee warning Aguilar, he's got to fight back because Povea landed a bunch of shots there. Still 75 seconds to work here in round number 2.
Hear those thuds through the headset. Not very much padding on those bottom of those gloves for those hammer fists.
Aguilar lands a couple of shots from the bottom, but Povea paying him back big time right now.
I like to see him pin his head up against the fence there.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
We talked about it earlier. Look at Thomas dive right back in the leg. He's like a dog on a bone here, Dave. He gets his hands locked. We see another big slam. Get the hands locked. Big lift. Big slam coming through. Boom. Beautiful scoop out. So impressed. I tell you what I'm most impressed about, guys. We got guys like this coming in, doing the techniques that we work day in and day out, perfect like that. You saw him take that right leg, scoop his legs out to get the finish here. Has him pinned up against the fence. I expect him to finish the round here.
You're so happy as a coach.
You're
like, look at you doing what you're supposed to be doing in there, bud.
Like I want to stand up, start shouting. I taught him that.
It's all me.
Yeah. Here's Coach Ja. Big shots here, sitting in half guard again.
Coming up on the final 10 seconds of round number 2, Povea continues to work.
Up kick.
Oh, man. Uppercut swoops in. Round number 2, another good one. Tomas Povea. Tough-N-UFF 147, round number 3 is coming up next.
Diners, the Nevada Style Pub invites you to play the best tavern, keno, and video poker in Vegas. Promos are how we roll, so make the most of your gaming dollars here with us. Come play in our ongoing gaming promotions and receive daily free play, bonuses, and more. With a chance to win Knights, Raiders, and Aviator tickets, and big money with all those jackpots. It's not only the great gaming that Diners Pub has, it's the 24 awesome rotating draft beers and best appetizers to match. So join us in watching your baseball Aviators and all your home sports teams as we make history in Vegas. Diners, the Nevada Style Pub at 8410 West Cheyenne, 1750 North Buffalo, and Las Vegas Boulevard and Windmill. Diners, I love this place.
Third and final round is coming up. Thomas Povea very successful in the first couple of rounds there. You hear the whistle as the teams clear out. If you're in the corner with him right now, you tell him to do the exact same thing he has been, just continue to look for that takedown and dominate on the ground?
Yeah, no questions asked. Why put yourself in harm's way to get clipped? I'm getting on top, putting his head up against the fence, and trying to finish this fight.
Aguilar has not had an answer for Povea yet, but 3 more minutes on the clock. Third and final round right now.
Let's see what Aguilar does. Aguilar cannot overcommit on these punches, or he's going to find himself in that spot again. Watch this lift. Here comes, oh, there's that leg scoop he did in the second round. Step over, right back to half guard. Steps right on the knee here.
And Povea had so much force going for that takedown, he almost knocked the camera guy off the side of the cage. It's like, whoa. And he is relentless on the ground. You were not kidding about that.
Great technique, great teammate. Guy works his butt off day in and day out. I don't have enough good things to say about him.
Well, you can tell that he has put a lot of work in. This very, very impressive performance in the first couple of rounds, and round number 3 going his way as well so far.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get back to half guard here. I mean, great shot. Don't want to get kicked with one of those up kicks. Those could end his night after such a dominant win. Nice way to bump his hips in there. Oh, look at him. Might have made him mad a little bit. Got to drop 3 or 4 big shots there, Dave.
And Aguilar trying to find a way out of this mess once again, but Povea not giving him any opportunities.
You know, and talk about frustration. You know, you have Aguilar's team over there. I mean, what do you say? What do you say, man? This guy's, he's as tough as they come being on top. I mean, let me tell you, when Tom Haas gets on top of you, man, he's really tough to get off, and I'm speaking from experience.
He's definitely doing some work here. Less than 90 seconds left in this fight. Let's see if Povea can get that finish. Continuing to just grind away. Oh, there's that up kick. Gotta watch that.
Here's Coach Josh saying, don't let him up. Right back to mount. Stay low so we don't get rolled through again. Yep, so he's dropping his hips down, get those grapevines in. One of my favorite positions here, but bringing those knees up, he's giving them a chance to roll or get out. I'd like to see him go for an armbar here, maybe an arm triangle.
Still has 45 seconds to do some work. Not a ton of time, but
here's Coach calling for a finish.
Povea once again posturing up and throwing some punches. Man, he's throwing a lot of punches.
Back to the back, 30 seconds, he's gonna get this rear naked choke. Watch, flattens him out. It's a face break right
last time, and Aguilar rolls through it somehow, some way gets out.
What's crazy is Aguilar was out, and then he turned the other way and got stuck right back on bottom. He was out, Dave.
Down to our final 10 seconds here in the third and final round. Povea remains in a dominant position. Final seconds ticking off the clock right now, and that is the end. What a performance from Tomas Povea. See, nice show of sportsmanship between these two, but that was a lopsided victory. I have all 3 rounds easily going to Povea, I assume, her on that one.
Yeah, there's no questions asked. You know, 30-27 minimum. You know, Tomas is going to watch this fight. And he's going to get even better from it. I think there was a couple mistakes he made. We're going to talk about in the gym this week, but incredible performance, getting in the win column, getting above 500 now, improving his record to 2 wins and 1 loss, unofficially, of course. But yeah, the judges I see in booth today, I can't see them getting this one.
Taking a look at some of the action from this lopsided victory for Povea. Walk us through it.
Absolutely. This fight, look at his big lift. Looks over at us, bang, drops him down, slams, and in mount, relentless. Look at these big shots. He's not landing everyone, but he's landing a lot of them. Gets on his back here, flaps him out, has a face crank in, gets saved by the bell right in front of us. And this is about the idea of the whole fight. Just on top, relentless pressure. Aguilar couldn't get up even in these bad positions. But like I said, my unofficial scorecard, 30-27, David.
That's how I see it as well. You got to give credit to Aguilar. Tough kid, stayed in there. That was not an easy fight to try to weather, but Povea was just relentless. Judges, looks like they have rendered their decision. Our ring announcer for the evening, Castillo, on his way back into the cage to give us the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges see it the same, 30-27, 30-27, and 30-25. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Thomas Povea.
30-25 on that last scorecard. Wow. That is wild. Great fight by Tomas Povea. Another win for Extreme Couture, and the fun continues. The middleweights are coming up next. It's Tuff-N-UFF 147, live from Las Vegas. We'll be right back.
In the arena of industry, precision and power reign supreme. Since 1970, one name has stood strong: Curtis Steel. We don't just supply, we forge. We don't just deliver, we dominate. Carbon steel, aluminum, stainless. Every cut, every weld, every piece is engineered for excellence. From massive commercial builds to the toughest custom projects, we deliver. With cutting-edge tools and operated by the pros, our shop is a powerhouse, ready for anything. Cutting, rolling, drilling, punching, we shape the future, one strike at a time. When quality demands performance, when strength is non-negotiable, you call Curtis Steel. We are the backbone. We are the foundation. We are the edge you need to win. Curtis Steel, built to last, built to conquer.
My new restaurant, Pazzi, is at the Rampart Casino, and I am all in. We are crazy about food, we are crazy about drinks, we are crazy about hospitality at Pazzi. Enjoy.
Making his way to the cage, Jonathan Alvarez.
Jonathan Alvarez making the walk in the bluey shirt. As a dad of 4 young kids myself, a lot of respect for that game, brother.
I tell you what, Jonathan Alvarez, probably one of the coolest fight names I've ever heard. Big John Stud Alvarez, he likes to call himself.
Amen, buddy. 6 foot tall, 186 pounds, has a nice reach on him too, said that he has been preparing for this fight. And his next opponent, he's got a call 3 days before, asked me if I wanted to fight in Vegas, and I said, and I'm quoting, hell yeah. Sign him up. Loves Canelo Alvarez. Looks up to all kinds of people in his camp and said that he loves cooking and baking and playing sports. He's a fry cook by day, but this is what he wants to do. He said he wasn't expecting MMA to take places in his life like it has, but he is fully committed now. Tip of the scale in the middleweight division, John Big Stud Alvarez in the Tuff-N-UFF cage from Tuff-N-UFF 147.
Interesting fact too, anything that terrifies him, he says cockroaches, because they can fly and survive radiation poisoning, and he can't.
Fair.
Now set to make his way to the cage out of the red corner, Nate the Snake Ray.
And 2 great nicknames, Nate the Snake, awesome. Fighting out of San Diego, in Las Vegas, so tonight, 6'3", so a little bit taller, as you see, nice lean build on him for a middleweight. Looks very calm as he is making the walk. Doesn't know a whole ton about his opponent, said it didn't really matter. He got into martial arts after he was, I'm not making this up, jumped by a wild pack of dogs in 2011. After that, I knew it was time to learn how to defend myself. What a pack of wild dogs. Where were you, brother? He knows his opponent has a black belt in Taekwondo. He is not too worried about that. When asked who he looks up to, he said Steve Earle, crocodile hunter, no question. Said he's been fighting in some kind of Mortal Kombat style tournaments. That's got him ready for this. Full-time mixed martial artist. Most exciting experience of his life, that one time I had dinner with Tom Cruise. Is this guy just punking us? Like, did this guy really have dinner with Tom Cruise and get attacked by a pack of wild dogs? I mean, what a story. Jeez.
Now, check out how he prepared for this fight. Now, that's an interesting story. So, I almost have to say he's messing with us, but I can appreciate the entertainment value.
Let me read it to you. I slept upside down this whole camp, trained blindfolded on one leg, purified myself. Like Minnetonka, climbed the highest peak in Mexico and ate all Eagle raw eggs. Foraged through the jungles of Missouri, threw one kick 10,000 times. I did a lot. I like it.
How could you not?
The snake has slithered into the cage as well. It is Tuff-N-UFF 147. Let's take a look at our tail of the tape as they do a little brush past each other here. Our tail of the tape is brought to us by Curtis Steel and Aluminum. 1 inch reach advantage for Nate Ray, 3 inches in height. Let's get things going with the middleweights here at Tuff-N-UFF 147.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set to go 3 rounds in the middleweight division. Introducing to you first, out of the blue corner, a kickboxer standing 6 feet tall, officially weighing in at 186.2 pounds, holding a record of no wins, 1 loss, coming to us from Indio, California, presenting Jonathan Alvarez, Big John. His rival across the cage, out of the red corner. At 6 feet 3 inches tall, this jiu-jitsu specialist officially weighed in at 185.2 pounds. Early in his MMA career, he is perfect at 1 victory, no defeats, representing San Diego, California. Introducing Nate the Snake Ray. Your referee in charge, Matthew Beamick.
Middleweight bout, 3 3-minute rounds should it be necessary.
Smart work, settle in. Smart work, settle in.
Now, did you mention that reach? 77-inch reach, Dave.
How about it?
Incredible wingspan.
Ready, round 1.
Fighters are set. Here we go. Round number 1 underway. The middleweights here at Tuff-N-UFF. Bouncing around, feeling each other out. I imagine when this starts, it's going to start fast.
Oof. Big left high kick.
Alvarez tries to rush in, gets a kick there. Nate Ray taking a couple of kicks, punches, and then closes up that distance. Let's see if he's able to get Alvarez down to the ground. Here's the trick.
You know, Snake says that his opponent is a black belt in Taekwondo, but he came out with a black belt. So, what would he do? Maybe it was maybe he said he's a black belt in Taekwondo. It says on the paper though that his opponent is. Big posture here.
Nicely done getting that back. They're still dry early on in this fight. Within the first minute, has already got Alvarez in a real bad spot here. Let's see if he's able to secure this choke.
Since the style is calm jitsu.
That is tight. Already it's tight. And that is the end, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that, Nate the Snake Ray gets the first round finish here at Tuff-N-UFF 147. Very calm throughout all of this, even in his victory celebration. Just another day at the office, baby.
I tell you what, just before that finish, like I said, he calls his fighting style calm jitsu, and calm is the perfect word for that.
He's over here talking to Justin right now, cage side. What did he say? Okay, all right.
He said something about my description of him was perfect or something along those lines.
That was a pretty easy fight to call. Didn't take a lot there. Take him down, choke him out, get it done in a minute's time. Go ahead, get it, Nate.
Big fan of Nate the Snake. Coming in here, calm jitsu, getting the takedown off the fence. slapping on that choke. And I'd like to see a replay. It looked like a different variation of a rear naked choke. I might be wrong. Maybe I just saw it wrong.
Yes. Let's take a look here at the action if you want to walk us through this here, Justin.
Absolutely. Jonathan Alvarez coming out with some kicks right away. The Snake gets his body lock in, and you watch his right foot. See, looking right here, yeah, this is a weird variation of a choke. You can see how he's grabbing elbow to elbow.
Yeah, almost looked like it wasn't completed, but I mean, you see the look on Alvarez's face. There was clearly enough pressure to make him tap and tap quick.
You know, I wonder if that's a technique that he just did in the moment, or it's something that he practiced, because again, grabbing elbow to elbow, I don't know about the leverage, but having that 77-inch reach, maybe with his body type, that's his new submission. And I'm going to take it back to the gym this week and try it.
I love it. Nate the Snake Ray getting the victory here tonight. Let's get the official announcement from Kaz.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 1 minute, 7 seconds of the very first round. For your winner by submission due to rear naked choke and still undefeated, Nate the Snake Ray.
See his team and supporters there with a big pop. Nate the Snake Ray, 2-0 now, winner via submission. And Kaz, you're gonna chat with our victor in the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your winner, Nate Ray, undefeated. How are you feeling right now?
It doesn't matter how I feel. On the day of weigh-ins, my wife, who's 6 months pregnant, we had a very scary situation happen. She's right up the road at the hospital right now. This baby's healthy, she's healthy, but this is for you. I love you, Riley. You're my everything. Everything I do is for you. This is us against the world, my love. You're my queen. I love you.
Congratulations to both of you, ladies and gentlemen. One more time, give it up for Nate the Snake Ray.
I love you, Athena.
Scoring some points there with the important ladies in his life. Love to see it. A very impressive victory. Took just 1 minute time to get that submission. Tuff-N-UFF 147 off to an absolute banging start. 2 finishes in the first minute and a half of their fights. We got plenty more on the way, and the bantamweights are coming up next. This is Tuff-N-UFF 147.
All day! All day!
Weighing in at 170 pounds, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
My mindset for this fight is mission make it happen. It's my first pro MMA fight. This is the first of many, so I'm just trying to set the tone for the career. I only have 4 MMA amateur fights, but I feel like I have so much experience when it comes to my amateur boxing background, my amateur Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu matches. I'm well prepared and well-rounded for this pro MMA fight. I'm well prepared for the pros. I'm looking forward to this.
1, 2, body, 2, 3, body, hook cross, 1, 2, roll. Good.
I said I don't know what I'm gonna walk out to. I don't know just yet. It's probably gonna be some DMX.
That first DMX you came out to was hard.
Yeah, but what's my name?
Yeah. At the Virgin?
Yeah, I got it. They don't say, nobody says my name right. And I started off at boxing. Really started off with wrestling as a kid. I was like 16, 15, freshman year, sophomore year high school, I wrestled. And didn't stick with it, did some boxing for my pops. Pops was chasing titles. He was 21-3, shout out to Greg Everett, that's my father. Boxing runs in the family, everybody knows that. And yeah, bro, that's where we at now. I'm ready to lead the legacy in MMA. Feel ready, baby. Thanks to my boy, Big Mexico. Working with the UFC, this is an amazing organization. It's been done nothing but motivate me more, and they did nothing but support me as much as they can to help me meet my goals, every single goal that I've asked them to help me with. I have a great team behind me, Freestyle MMA. Gokor knows exactly what he's doing with our guys. We have a bunch of prospects coming up in the gym, a bunch of killers. So I know I'm training with dogs, so I know I'm a dog.
Pueblo Medical Imaging is the official radiology partner of Tuff-N-UFF. Thank you, Pueblo Medical Imaging. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for our next match. Please welcome to the cage, Luke Smith.
Luke Smith making the walk right now. Another great nickname. It's Dog, D-A-W-G. You see his shirt, I got that dog in me. 135 pounds. Fights out of Big Spring, Texas, but today makes a trip to Las Vegas. Get under the bright lights of Tough-N-UFF 147 and come directly to you via the UFC channels, Facebook, YouTube. Thank you so much for being with us from Tough-N-UFF 147. Looking to get into the win column for the first time. Has only had one amateur fight so far in his young career, but he is a young man set to step in here tonight, try to prove something. Trains out of a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school. When asked who his favorite fighter was, he said Don Frye. And anyone that looks up to Don Frye can be a friend of mine. Loves some Don Frye.
I tell you what, I met Don Frye a couple times. Guy is hilarious.
He is everything that is advertised. He is wild.
I've done podcasts with him, with Adam Hunter, comedian Adam Hunter, and Don Frye. And I tell you what, that guy is a character, and I can talk to that guy every single day. Has some of the most incredible stories, has some of the most incredible fights you could ever see. True legend of the sport.
And inspiring young fighters. Let's meet his opponent.
Making his way to the cage, Dino Hopper.
Speaking of advertising, what do you plan to do? Dino Hopper, his nickname is Hands on Tap. 5'9" and 135 pounds. Also very young in his amateur career. 1-3 so far, so looking to get things dialed in, but we've seen Dino Hopper fight here before at Tough-N-UFF, and he is an exciting young fighter.
You know, you look at these records, and some of these guys, haven't made it into the win column yet, or maybe just one win. Once you turn pro, these records are, they're set back to 0-0. Your pro record starts over. So when you guys see these records, don't think that these guys can't fight. It's just one of these things that, as an amateur, you're growing as a fighter, and that's what Dino Hopper's just doing. Get in the ring, try some stuff out, try some different styles out. Dino Hopper, just like you said, as exciting as they come. I can't wait. I expect a very fast finish, or a very fast start out of Dino Hopper.
He said to get ready for this fight. He's been hitting the weights and training every single day. He's doing all this while balancing a full-time job as a surgical assistant, so he's got a real job as well. That does not distract him from all of his training, though. Obviously in phenomenal shape, and like you said, a fast start is what I also expect from Dino Hopper. Final checks being done right now. He said he really loves fighting for Tough-N-UFF. Called that the most exciting experience of his life so far. Here we go. Once again, welcome to the Tough-N-UFF cage. Dino, Hands on Tap. Nice little touch of the gloves, and let's take a look at our tail of the tape as the bantamweights are set to go here in Las Vegas. The tail of the tape is brought to you by Local 872. Reach advantage 3 inches go in the direction of Hopper, 2 inches in height. How will these two match up? Let's not wait any longer. Let's find out right now at Tough-N-UFF 147.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set to go 3 rounds in the bantamweight division. Introducing to you first, out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, officially weighing in at 133.8 pounds, holding a record of no wins, 1 loss, from Big Spring, Texas, presenting Luke Dog Smith. Across the cage, out of the red corner, his opponent, standing 5 feet 9, this Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu style fighter, weighed in at a ready 135 pounds, holding a record of 1 victory, 3 defeats, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Introducing Dino Hands on Tap Hopper. Your referee in charge, Paul Manguel.
3-minute rounds, should it be necessary. The cage doors are officially closed. Referee has them set. Hopper says he's good. Smith, check, check. Here we go. Bantamweight's going at it. Flying kick to start off from Smith. Nice timing there, Hopper. eyes on it. Nice job. Oh, but Smith, good job with the roll there. He gets back to top position.
One of the things I like Dino said, it says, what do you know about your opponent? And he says, I know he's going to have problems when he feels this right hand.
I like it. Let's see whether or not Smith is able to do something here. See those legs creeping up that arm. He's got the arm. Slams him down.
Watch the arm bar, watch the triangle here. Going threat for triangle and the arm bar. Can't see what's going on.
Outside. Smith manages to roll enough where the arm isn't in peril right now and still in a world of hurt.
Something I want to point out about Smith, I'm sure you already mentioned this, only 18 years old.
Just a kid. He's scrappy though.
Came all the way from Texas to put a show for us right now. He has a knee bar here. Look at that leg, it's straight. He needs to get his knee in between his legs though. Dino stepping through, getting on top in this position, but I don't think Smith's gonna give up on it just yet.
How very Don Fry of him. And Hopper trying to roll and get back to a good position.
Hopper looking for his own submission here. Curious what it is. Yep, because he has a leg here. I can't see from the angle. He's grabbing onto something down there. Smith gets on his back here. Dino needs to let go of his head. There he goes. Smith ends up in half guard here. What a scramble we're seeing from these two young fighters.
Have that dog in him for sure.
Yeah, there's no question. Sticking to Hopper. The dog on a bone here. 1 minute left in this first round.
Hopper doing a nice job controlling that head, and now he just rolls right over. And this looks like it could be tight. Is this a problem, Justin?
I don't think so yet. See how you can see his left hand around the leg here. He's going to be defending it there. I'd like to see him come up to his knees and wrestle here instead of just holding on to position. Unlock that half guard. Come up, see him get far wrist control. Doesn't want to take any damage from Hopper's left hand here. Great control, but rolls back over.
This is a scramble between these two.
Has the head now. Now, if Hopper can lock his hands and pass, he can set up the very rare Von Flute choke here. I think the fence is going to be in the way for the pass. How's Hopper? I'm going to settle down in half guard and try to do some damage here. Maybe just go to mount here.
Not a ton of time to work. Down to our final 15 seconds here at round number 1, but Hopper does get to full mount for the final 10.
Big shot. That right hand he talks about. Big ground and pound. See Smith trying to wrap his legs up. Ooh, heard some thudding shots, Dave.
Perhaps saved by the bell. We saw it earlier tonight. Smith did a good job scrambling around on the ground, but very nicely done there from Dino Hopper. Tough-N-UFF 147, round number 2 of the bantamweights is coming up next.
Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. As veterans, we can tell ourselves the lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. But you've never been interested in easy. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Round number 2 for the bantamweights. Set to go, whistle blows, teams headed out of the cage. If you are Hopper's corner, what are you telling him right here?
Oh man, don't get taken down. Don't enter these scramble positions. He has the power in his hands. Keep range. You know Smith's probably going to come out with some jumping attack like he did a couple times in the first. You know, and when you get on top, settle. You know, Hopper has incredible power. You know, Smith does not want to feel that power. You can see him walking down. Look at that. Just like I talked about, keeping that range. Don't let Smith get my hands on. There's big right hand, Dave. Might have hurt him here.
Caught the kick and then threw that right straight down the pipe. That one connects. Oh, goodness.
Smith needs to go forward.
Trading huge shots. Both of them look rocked there for a moment, but great job with the counter. Wow. Getting rocked from Smith, fires one right back, and Hopper got stung.
Yeah, I tell you what, I think Smith might have been rocked too. I don't think he realized how bad Hopper was hurt in that position. Ooh, look at these big shots.
Powerful punches. Smith is getting rocked here. Referee watching it closely. Hammer fist, nicely done. Hopper just continues to pour it on. Smith covering up.
I don't think it's enough for a stoppage here, but Smith can't take many more of those. Tom Smith, got to get that right arm back. I'd be looking for my right underhook here. Got to get that right underhook. Maybe sit up and wrestle. Sitting here covering up is not going to be a good idea for Smith.
His hands on tap are a problem right now for Smith. Let's see if he can find his way out of this. Hopper not giving him lots of opportunities, and again postures up. Big punches sneaking through there. Smith still defending himself intelligently, but like you said, I don't know how many more of those shots he can take. He looks done.
Yeah, I think this is going to be it, being at the end right here. Referee looking on. I mean, a lot of those punches are hitting him in the arms, but just holding your arms up and blocking isn't intelligently defending yourself. You got to try to work. I would not go into the leg there. He's going to get that arm caught. If I'm Hopper, I'm sitting on that arm, trapping it in there and dropping left hand.
Smith, his legs creeping up now.
Looks like he was going for an ankle lock there. I'm not sure why Hopper's postured up. He's going to get tripped here if he's not careful. This is not. Oh man, rookie mistake here, giving Smith a chance to steal the round here again.
And Smith doing a nice job capitalizing. He's got the back now. Let's see if he's able to do anything with it. He's riding up a little bit high.
Yeah, like you said, he's a little high. I'd like to see Smith settle back, start doing some damage. You can see his left hand behind the armpit, but he's still very high. Great job from Hopper. Looks like he's fishing for a Darce choke here. He is.
Got that locked in. Got the hand on the bicep. Let's see if he can put enough pressure. Smith can wiggle out of it.
Smith getting back to his knees is going to take a lot of pressure off. This is where Hopper needs him. He needs him on his side. Don't let him. Oh, this could be it.
Oh, that's it. That is the end, ladies and gentlemen. Dino, hands on tap. Hopper gets the finish in the second round. Nicely done. Very methodical, very calm throughout all of it. Like you said, some little mistakes here and there, but very, very clean victory for Hopper. Excellent job.
Tell you what, Smith is tough. He has some great scrambles. And another thing I want to mention, he's only 18 years old. Made the trip all the way from Texas. I expect Smith to watch this fight, see some things that he might have done better and be back stronger fighter.
Taking a look at some of the highlights here from that exciting fight. The first round, crazy back and forth action, and then next thing you know, in round number 2, Hopper figures out how to get the submission victory. Taps out his opponent, but it was fireworks from the beginning, Justin.
Yeah, no question. Comes out that big jumping side kick. It's locked in the triangle here. Look at his ground and pound. The winner's beautiful ground and pound. Throws that kick again. Big right hand. This is where he gets stuck.
Bam. Oh, there it is. Oh, man, nasty.
I think he's going to rewatch that right hand. Look at his Darce choke. Gets it in there, stays on his knees, and transitions to mount. Getting him out there really gets him tight. Smith taps out real quick. I'm sure exhaustion played a factor in that tap out as well.
Yeah, nice job by the referee just being all over that action. Dino, hands on top, Hopper gets the submission victory. Another thrilling fight here on the prelims of Tuff-N-UFF 147. Taking it up inside the cage with Kaz Egan for the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes, 42 seconds of the second round. For your winner by submission due to Darce choke, Dino, hands on tap, Hopper.
Big victory in the bantamweight division. We got the flyweights coming up next, and then to close out the Andes, we're going to a catchweight bout. And there is his very well-earned home. Congratulations to Dino, hands on tap, Hopper, with a big victory here at Tuff-N-UFF 147. We're coming back with more.
The world's most intense job interview is back.
If you want to get into the UFC, show me who you are. Be excited to be here. Be fired up to fight. Give me my contract!
What do we got for a routine around here? I honestly don't know the answer to that, bro.
The mixed martial artist making his Tuff-N-UFF debut tonight. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 182.4 pounds, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Darryl, the Sacred Beast Walker.
I feel really good. I feel really good. Focused, aware, unstoppable. You know, really proud of what I've done. So now I'm just gonna showcase it and just let myself go. I have so much faith in myself, so much determination. So just, you know, another day in office. So, man, like, the thing about me, man, I'm just so grateful for everything. Grateful for my friends and my coaches. And this moment, you know, it's been a long time coming, and been doing the work and gone through a lot, but now it's finally here.
He's had 2 fights in the last 2 years. You know, Ryder, tell us more about Mr. Walker.
A lot of fun things about Mr. Walker. I've actually caught his first 2 fights. He's aggressive. He's not going to sit back and wait for his opponent to do something. He's going to swing first. He's going to bring the action, and he's always looking for the finish.
You know, that fight was a big one for me because it tested me mentally and also spiritually.
Far, can he do this, in my opinion? Oh, maybe not anymore. He drops these drop body shot.
These drops, Daryl's on top, and it's over.
The referee makes it. Wow. And before we know it,
physically, I knew I was ready, but like, it's just so many things was happening at that time, and just the belief in myself was the redefining moment.
You want to hit me? What's going on? He's scared of me. I'm scared of you, not my opponent. Good. Go. 1, 2.
Don't underestimate me. You know, don't underestimate me. And I think now, you know, this fight is going to be a huge, just an introduction to who I am and what I come to do. I know he's going to give it his all, but he's never fought anyone like me. So I believe that, you know, my abilities is something that he's going to have to really dig deep and, you know, deal with.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for a flyweight bout. Please welcome to the cage, Colby Castillo.
Colby Castillo making the walk right now for our co-main event on the Tuff-N-UFF Amateur Prelims. Looks like he is ready to go, fighting out of Indio, California, representing his Swanson MMA team there. Said that he has been looking forward to his opportunity to get in here and fight. Knows that his opponent is good, but wants to step up and challenge himself. Really loves the footwork of Max Holloway. I always love when the fighters, when they're young in their career, call out some of these Hall of Famer or legendary fighters, and then whether or not they're able to effectively emulate what they really respect about those fighters, but specifically the footwork of Max Holloway, which, hard to argue, that's some elite stuff.
And arguably one of the greatest boxers or strikers ever to be in the UFC, you know, taking a couple losses later on. He's been back on the winning track too. Max Holloway, obviously a legend of not only just the sport but of the UFC, and what a great guy to try to emulate.
Was named after Kobe Bryant. How about that? Welcome to the cage, Mr. Castillo.
And now, please welcome to the cage, Zachary the Squirrel Rodriguez.
Squirrel, love it. Fighting out of Las Vegas, 125 pounds, 69 inches of reach. Said he got into mixed martial arts a couple of years ago. He said, I was always interested in it, but as I got older, I was able to afford it, and that's real. I mean, that is about as real as it gets. Your training at a high level can be expensive. It takes a massive commitment, but love that he decided he was going to invest his time and his money into what he loves. Doesn't know a ton about his opponent. That's kind of one of the challenges of being in the amateur ranks. There's not always a whole bunch of tape that you can look at. That's part of figuring it out. Wants to be a professional MMA fighter in the next couple of years. Works as a mechanic full-time. The dad as well, so the most exciting part of his life so far was seeing his son be born. And he calls himself crafty, so should have these two trying to outfox each other once the cage door closes. Excited to see the Squirrel defeat here at Tuff-N-UFF 147. Zachary Rodriguez.
And you talk about, you know, the financial side of training, and you know, I always tell my fighters and my clients, you know, when I have personal, you know, private clients, you get what you pay for. And you know, he trains at Syndicate Martial Arts, one of the best gyms in not only Las Vegas but the whole world.
Hell of a gym, yeah.
You know, you get there, you train in one of the best, and I mean, that's worth the payment.
Let's take a look at our tail of the tape for these featherweight fighters. Brought to you by Rampart Casino. Resort at Summerlin. 1 inch reach advantage for Rodriguez. Same in height, similar in age. Kobe Castillo, Zachary Rodriguez, set to go here at Tuff-N-UFF 147. Kaz Egan to bring him in.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set to go 3 rounds in the flyweight division. Introducing to you first, out of the blue corner, a striker standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, officially weighing in at 124.2 pounds. He is undefeated in his second fight. Coming to us from Indio, California, presenting Kobe Castillo. Across the cage, his adversary out of the red corner. At 5 feet 6 inches tall, this grappler officially weighed in at 124.8 pounds, holding a record of no victories, 1 defeat, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Introducing Zachary the Squirrel Rodriguez. Referee in charge of the action, Matthew Beamick.
Classic matchup here of the striker versus the grappler. Who is going to prevail? Exiting the cage, except for the 2 fighters and our referee. We've got 3 minutes per round, 3 rounds if necessary for the flyweights to do some work, and we are underway.
Castillo almost, I think he's circling the wrong way. So, starts circling that big right hand of Squirrel. Like to see these guys getting that foot fight.
Nice right hand. Rodriguez clean there. Oof. Big kick to the body. Good start here for Squirrel.
You see Squirrel keeping that left foot on the outside of Castillo's foot. And Castillo circling towards the power. Do not think that's a good idea against someone as powerful as Squirrel.
Yeah, even though Rodriguez listed himself as a grappler, very, very handy with his hands and kicks.
And you know, like we talked about before, as an amateur, this is the time for him to try landing big shots in here, Dave. Castillo, I don't think can take many more of those. Those are great shots.
Yeah, you see the redness already on the face of Castillo.
Let's talk about this speed differential, Dave.
Yeah.
And his punches are so fast. And one thing he's doing a really good job of, he's not following through with all his punches. Sometimes he's landing short, and then he's stepping into a shot and landing. So I think it's keeping Castillo guessing if he's in range or out of range. Ooh, yeah, nut shot, heard that.
Oh, Rodriguez saying no, is the inside of the leg.
It sounded like it, but we'll take a look at the replay, I'm sure.
Says it's okay, so he's not using the stop down. Rodriguez bouncing right back in there.
Look at how red Castillo's body is already.
Nice head movement from Rodriguez as well.
Love that switch step there, Dave.
Yeah, he's just attacking from all sorts of different angles. Doing a really nice job mixing it up. Oh, big clash there.
Ooh, uppercut. Castillo lands a nice uppercut there, Dave.
Sure. Castillo getting a bit more aggressive now. Getting some nice punches.
Yeah, Squirrel backing up. He was putting a pace on there, Castillo, for a second, but finds himself on his back foot. Nice right hand by Squirrel.
Up, down, love it.
Kind of falling over his front leg, Dave. I'd like to see him step in with that shot. For these guys being amateurs, only both of them having 1 fight each. These guys look like seasoned vets.
Sure do.
Body kick. Castillo has his poker face on the whole time, but I'll tell you what, from experience, Dave, I know those hurt.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of staying in there in this fight, not getting overwhelmed, getting offensive at times. Rodriguez right now very much seems to be in control. You see that blood starting to come out of Castillo's nose. Now Castillo looking for a trip. Doesn't get it. Down to the final 10 seconds here of round number 1. And Castillo ends up in the top position. That is the end of round number 1. Wow. Okay, so intense round number 1. We are coming back for round number 2 of the flyweights here at Tuff-N-UFF 147.
Hollywood Smile Dental, comfortable care and dental services you can depend on. From reconstructive to cosmetic at competitive prices. $7.99 for 4 wisdom teeth, $17.99 for implant abutment and crown. Free exam and x-ray for new patients. Financing options are available. Led by Dr. Kim and his staff, they have been handling the dental care of the Las Vegas community for years. If you want to have a Hollywood smile, you need to come to Hollywood Smile Dental.
All right, so if you're in the corner of Castillo, what are you telling him? Because things were going very well for Rodriguez there at the beginning, but Castillo seemed to find his pace.
Yeah, so Castillo started coming forward later in that round, putting Squirrel on his back foot, and I think that's what he has to do. You can't let Squirrel get comfortable. You see Squirrel jumping around like crazy. He's an animal, he's a maniac, but I tell you what, when Squirrel was fighting off his back foot, he wasn't having as much success. I think that's what Castillo has to do. Get back in Squirrel's face and start putting the pace on him.
Starting quickly here in round number 2.
Be first. Don't be out Squirrel. Yep.
Here's Squirrel's coach saying, be first. Beautiful, lands right into the mouthpiece.
Castillo bloodied up from that first round. There's a little combo there from Rodriguez. Oh man, body shots.
Taking attacks out on those body shots.
See how red that body is, that torso is of Castillo. Rodriguez doing some damage.
I think that was a fake.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't. That's the thing. Castillo is just standing there. He's not going forward. I feel when he's coming forward, he's having success, but when he lets Squirrel find his range and start picking his shots, that's when he's landing these big kicks. I think he's going to come up top with this big right kick. Watch this.
Exactly what I thought, because he's keeping that arm down, because he's getting so much damage to that body. You see how red it is, and it looked like Rodriguez was kind of feeling him out, waiting to see if he would keep that arm down, and he did. So let's see if he's able to do it.
Body kick again. Squirrel wearing some of this. Yeah, there it is. He says it. He must have heard us, Dave. Great setup from Castillo. See what I mean? When he's going forward, he's doing well. He's landing shots, but he's letting Squirrel dictate the range and dictate the pressure here. Castillo needs to start picking up. Not that he's far behind on the scorecards, and he might not even be not behind on this round, but when he's going forward, I just find he's having so much more success.
Go high. One too high.
Yeah, you hear Squirrel's coach calling it off. You know, but the problem with his coach calling it off is Castillo can hear that.
Right.
You know, and as Squirrel gets more experience, he needs to find these reads without hearing it from his coach. Because if I'm Castillo, I hear, oh, 1 too high, no problem. I'm not putting my hands down for the body anymore. Nice, fast right hand, Dave.
His rights are so clean. They just come out of nowhere. Sneaking through very effectively. Down to our final 45 seconds here in round number 2. Back to that body again. Oh, he answers. Wow, Castillo fires right back.
Yeah, I think Rodriguez is wearing his poker face. I think both of these guys have incredible poker face, but I tell you what, those body shots hurt. I think that was a slip.
Oh, that was the Rodriguez. This could be the end. And that is the end, ladies and gentlemen. Zachary Squirrel Rodriguez gets the TKO victory in round number 2. Woo, he is feeling it, man.
Incredible finish, Dave. This guy is a ball of energy. Before the fight, during the fight, in between rounds.
Now after the fight as well. Very impressive victory here tonight at Tuff-N-UFF 147. That wasn't an easy opponent, man. That was no gimme. Castillo was tough. He was game. Rodriguez continued to pressure, though. Great punches, as we mentioned. And then, obviously, we saw that power on display at the end of the fight as he drops his opponent and just swarms. Referee has to wave it off. Second round TKO. Justin. Let's take a look at some of this action. There was a lot of it.
Look at that beautiful right-handed body kick. Up, down, high, low. You never know. Look at that kick to the liver. Castillo tries to return one. Brings it up top like we were talking about during the fight. There's that body shot again. Both of these guys really taxing the other one's body. Boom. I think that was a slip, but that was the beginning of the end. That right overhand lands flush. The referee could do nothing but stop it.
Yeah, Castillo was trying to defend, but that was just too much. Absolute pouring it on there at the end. And Squirrel, very impressive finish. Knew what he needed to do, and he pulled it off.
You know, and that's unfortunate for Castillo because it looks like that original fall wasn't a knockdown. It looked like it was a slip, but that right hand definitely put him down the second time.
Kaz has our official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Matthew Beeman calls a stop to the contest at 2 minutes, 37 seconds of the second round. For your winner by TKO, Zachary the Squirrel Rodriguez.
You see that excitement still for Zachary Squirrel Rodriguez. Big TKO victory here in Las Vegas. Love to see it. We have our main event of the prelims. That is coming up next, live from Las Vegas.
Rampart Casino is raising the stakes in our new high-limit slots room with the latest, hottest games and a plush new bar. It's all the service and luxury you expect from Summerlin's Home for Play, only at Rampart Casino.
Open up, man.
Connection saves lives. Reach out and check in on a loved one today.
I feel good. I feel excited to have a fight. It's been about a year since I fought. We've had trouble getting an opponent, so I'm excited to fight. I think that Evelyn's a very tough fighter. I think it's going to be a fun fight. She hasn't fought in a couple years. I haven't fought in a year. I think we've both grown, but I see myself winning. I always see myself winning. But I think this is the fight that takes me to the UFC. I think this is the win that I need to prove a point, and to prove that I belong with those top girls in the UFC.
It'll get well over like 95 in here. We don't turn up the heat usually, but the amount of people in the small room with no ventilation makes it really hot.
That's one. 1, 2.
That's my husband that I'm rolling with. He's about 30 pounds heavier than me, but I figure if I can hold him down, I can hold down a girl.
So I have one son. His name is Koa. He is 7 years old. He is everything. It's hard being a mom and a fighter and a wife and an athlete and working and everything and just figuring out the balance of it all, but you see kind of who you're doing it for and why you're doing it, and it's for my son and my husband, AJ.
He's my best training partner. He's my most consistent training partner. He shows up for me whenever, because a lot of people don't show up for me, but he always does, so it's helpful and I'm grateful for him.
At Tuff-N-UFF 147, you will see me at my best, at my most confident, and accomplish a great goal.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
and act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
Feel great, ready, more than ready. You know, I'm coming in to make statements, to put the exclamation point on my fights. That means, unfortunately, you're not going to see a war. You're going to see a one-way run over, you know, and I'll back up just to make sure we ran him over. The training is good. Training's the best. I'm blessed and lucky to have the two coaches I have, and they're probably my biggest opponents. Every training session, they're stacking the cards against me to where fight night, when it's a fair battle, it feels unfair.
So I think his intelligence, his fight IQ is what sets him apart from everybody. That and this chip on his shoulder that we just can't seem to get off. He wants to beat up everybody, and I mean everybody. He's the nicest, most humble kid in the world, but he has the ability to flip that switch and turn into a complete psychopath, and I absolutely love it. So I truly believe he's a full package, 3 if not 4 dimensions. If John Jones and Khabib had a baby, and then that baby met St. Pierre and Anderson Silva's baby, and then by chance, those 2 babies had a baby, that's Eduardo Pena.
Yeah, I mean, we're at a small gym. We don't come from a big gym, but I like that. I like to think that's like the 300 Army, you know? We don't have the masseuses and the chiropractors and the fancy TVs, but everybody here is a warrior, you know, just like the Army 300. Man, I think the guy I'm fighting is tough. I respect him a lot. That's why I'm training the way I'm training. But, you know, it's cliche, everybody says it, but I just think I'm a different dog. I think I'm a different animal. I think my bite's different. I think my bark is different. I just think it's different.
I prefer he's have a regular job because it's gonna be less stress for me. But he's a side, be a fighter. He's like a father. I have to support him. He's the same when I'm a father, when I'm a coach. You know, and I wanna he's give us 100% of the time in the life, in the training. I would expect he's gonna get in and get out fast. He's ready for any aspect, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, hands. Everything's gonna happen.
I don't want any what ifs, you know, whether I make it to the top or whatever happens along the way. I don't want to have any what ifs. I want to have no regrets, whatever that means. At Tuff-N-UFF 147, at least for my fight, you're going to see a fucking show. You're going to see a statement, like I said. It's not going to go the distance. It's not going to be a war. It's going to be me or him, and I think it's going to be me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official after party for Tuff-N-UFF is taking place in the Summerlin room immediately following all the fights. Once again, the official Tuff-N-UFF after party is taking place in the Summerlin room right across from the casino. And I got word that if the fighters bring their crew, the first bottle will be free for that fighter. That's right, if a fighter brings their crew, the first bottle will be free. So we will see you all at the official Tuff-N-UFF after party. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to take a moment to recognize some very special guests in attendance. Please join us in welcoming the brave men and women of the Wounded Warriors. We thank you for your service, sacrifice, and dedication to our country. Tuff-N-UFF is honored to have you with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is sanctioned by the ISKA President Corey Schaefer, Nevada State Director Carlitos Canton, and it is time for the amateurs main event. Please welcome to the cage, out of the blue corner, Luis Morado.
Luis Morado at 145 is our main event for the amateurs. Exciting times to be at this point in your career. Fighting in the main event for the Amis. Could this be the opportunity, if things go well tonight, to decide to make that jump? Well, here's where things get interesting. This is actually Morado's debut tonight. So he gets the big treatment, but very first fight, 140 pounds, this is going to be a catchweight bout. Traditional fights at 145. Loves Nick Diaz. I love anyone that loves Nick Diaz. Said 5 years from now, he wants to be fighting for people's entertainment. Overall, wants to be the best version of himself. Said throughout his life, the thing that stood out to him more than anything was his daughter being born, just keeping him excited at all times. Love that he has been training in different ways getting ready for this. Said he's been kind of mixing it all in with the maternity leave while he's been out, and his wife also being able to watch their daughter while she's on maternity leave has given him more time to train and focus. He thinks he's ready for his big moment tonight here in Las Vegas.
And now, set to make his entrance to the cage, out of the red corner, Arsen Badalian.
Arsen is fighting out of Las Vegas. Traditionally fights at 135, so a couple extra pounds. 72 inches of reach for a catchweight bout, but traditionally a bantamweight. Wants to be top 3 in the UFC, has big aspirations. So far, his young amateur career has gone very well. 2-0, has not suffered a defeat yet.
Both these guys coming in with a ton of reach. Arsen, 72-inch reach. Look at his opposition. 75. Making his debut.
Thank you, buddy. Doesn't do anything other than mixed martial arts. He coaches martial arts, and this is all that he knows right now. Love to see somebody dedicated and with the big goals of being in the top 3 in the UFC. Getting a win here tonight, and we talk about this all the time with Tuff-N-UFF, it can be so important if you are ready to make that jump and go pro. All sorts of UFC staff and brass are in the building this evening, as they normally are. One of their very own will be fighting here shortly on UFC Fight Pass. We'll tell you about that when the time is right. Arsen makes his way into the cage. It is Tuff-N-UFF 147. Let's take a look at our tail of the tape for these two 140-pound fighters. It is brought to you by OnlyFans. As we said, 70 and 72-inch, very, very lanky, 5'11", 3-inch reach advantage for Arsen, who is undefeated. Morado, big opportunity in front of him, making his debut. Kaz going to bring the fighters in for our main event of the Amis.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our amateur main event, and we are now set to go 3 rounds in the 140-pound catchweight division. Introducing to you first, out of the blue corner, a boxer standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, officially weighing in at 143 pounds. He is making his MMA debut, and he hails from Apple Valley, California, presenting Luis Morado. His adversary across the cage, out of the red corner. At 5 feet 11 inches tall, this judo specialist officially weighed in at 139.8 pounds. He is perfect at 2 victories, no defeats, representing Las Vegas, Nevada. Introducing Arsen Badalian. Your referee in charge of the action, Jimmy Guarino.
3-minute rounds is our format for this main event of the amateurs. Morado is wearing the white trunks. Badalian is wearing the black. 140 pounds catch weight for this fight, live across the socials. Appreciate you being with us for this main event. Get to our main card over on UFC Fight Pass right after this. Badalian just kind of calmly walking his opponent down.
Something I thought really interesting about Lewis. He says he doesn't have any coaches, got on his Ducati and just drove here, put on a show, making his debut as an amateur for Tuff-N-UFF main event.
Badalian timing those punches out nicely, just pushing. Oh! Damn! That sounded like it hurt, man. Morado wore it pretty well, but jeez.
He's getting that left hand up, or he's going to eat another one.
Badalian, fast hands, doing a nice job. Morado's got to circle out of there right now. He's pinned up against the cage, and Badalian just calmly walking him down, picking at shots. Here. Oh,
there's that height.
Again. Now punches and punches. Badalian is swarming right now. Morado's in big trouble. Gets stung again. I mean, he is tough, but he is eating a ton of leather.
Arson has landed some big shots, man.
I can't believe Morado's been able to wear those. Unreal.
Not only wearing them, but coming forward.
Yeah.
Arson's right, thinking in his head, what do I got to do to get this guy out of here? Looks like he's going for a darce choke.
Can we have 2 darces in a single night?
Uh-oh, this could be it. He's on the side.
That's tight. This is the end, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 1. Not even 2 minutes of work. Arson Badalian gets the tap-out victory. Congratulations.
2 darce chokes out of our 6 amateur fights. Incredible. Incredible display by Arson, coming in very young. 19 years old, Dave, coming in.
He looks clean, man. That's a scary individual. 19 years old. You can come into the main event like this, walk down a really tough opponent, and could have beaten him numerous ways. I mean, he was throwing high kicks that were connecting, big punches that were sneaking through as well, and then he just takes him down and just calmly chokes him out with a darce. Easy work. 3-0 now as an amateur, and boy, you talk about a promising young man, a future star of MMA. He certainly looks the part.
Yeah, like you said, very exciting fighter. Incredible kicks, incredible punches, incredible range, and we got to see a little bit of his grappling there. And like we mentioned, second darce choke of the night. Calm, cool, collected, composed the whole time. Not even hardly celebrating. I know he's excited, winning that main event, but I think he has bigger goals than that.
Wants to be top 3 in the UFC. Certainly looks like he has got some chops and a whole lot of promise. Sold out crowd tonight here in Las Vegas for Tuff-N-UFF 147. Next Tuff-N-UFF event is going to be in San Diego, and of course we have plenty more of tonight. See some of the fans there. Poor Arson coming out supporting, rocking his gear. Love to see it. And Morado, man, tough kid. Just got overwhelmed in that one. Taking a look here at our fight recap. Take us through it, Jake.
There's that head kick, lands that twice. Just missed the left hand, but landing enough. Boom, looks like a replay, but it wasn't. Oh no, it was. There it is. A great follow-up for the beginning of the end here. Look at that range. Slaps on, quick over guillotine. Transitions to darce choke here. Watson flips him to the side, steps his left leg over. You can see his head kick cranked in there. Yeah, a couple taps there. You can see Lewis didn't want to tap. Unfortunately, tap or nap in this position. He steps that left leg over to secure, almost steps it over to secure the position there, Dave.
Here is our official fight announcement with Kaz.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jimmy Guarino calls a stop to the contest at 1 minute, 49 seconds of the very first round. For your winner by submission due to Anaconda choke, and still undefeated, Arson Badalian.
Arson Badalian going to 3-0. What a fantastic performance from him. The Palomino girls are here tonight. what a way to close out this amateur card. As I mentioned, we still have the whole main card to come, and I know that you're really excited about this one, Justin, because there's so many fighters that you have direct connections to. You've seen how hard they've been training in the gym, and there is plenty of them on our main card. That'll be on UFC Fight Pass.
And I tell you what, there's so much on the line. You know, you have Cole Jordan, you know, making starting our card off, Extreme Couture guy, starting his career off 0-2. He has a lot on the line to get in the winning track. You have Taylor Gardado, Evelyn Martins. Both of these girls know they're one fight, maybe two at the absolute most to get that call from the UFC. You have Polizzi, you know, Easy Polizzi, Bellator vet taking on a very tough Adam Vigil, you know, on a 7-fight win streak. And again, could be one fight away from the UFC as well.
Well, Adam Vigil, who you just mentioned, we've got an inside look at how hard he has been training for this camp as well, taking a sneak peek at what is to come on our main card here at Tuff-N-UFF 147.
I'm so hyped for this. Let's go! Nassourdine Imavov!
He is coming to be a champion, and he was all the smoke.
He is so dangerous in every phase of the fight.
Benoit Saint-Denis! Mauricio Rufy! Inside the Accor Arena for UFC Fight Night on ESPN+.
Just push it, man. Push, push, push. Break yourself, and then continue to find ways to break yourself or rebuild yourself.
OnlyFans, where creators earn.
Time to get naked. Ah, just kidding.
If I could connect with my people, with my fans.
Behind the scenes, technical work, training, travel, giving back to community.
Everybody wants to see what their favorite celebrity is doing to check it out.
Middle and the other one on the other side, okay? No touching, do not get physical. Derek will mess you up. Don't do that. Okay, we're gonna go from the bottom up, so all fighters.
Okay, first one for you. This one.
How's my hair?
It's coming home, I know that. Feels great. Very familiar. Yeah. Definitely. That's so funny. Yeah, I know. We definitely had a shot to fight for LFA title, and we denied that to come to Vegas, man. And what an honor it is to fight for Tuff-N-UFF. I've been fighting, looking forward to fighting for you guys for such a long time. And to fight in Vegas, it just feels home. As soon as I got here, you know, you saw Daniel Cormier at the terminal in the Vegas airport, and man, it feels like home out here.
3, hands and hips. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You know, it helps being a local fighter, being in the hometown, sleeping in my own bed. But now that we're here, we're weighed in, things are starting to hit a little bit, starting to get excited. I have fought for a belt before, but my first time in Tuff-N-UFF fighting for a belt, so it's exciting stuff.
203 for Alex.
Fucking terrific.
Adam Vigil up. Let's go.
2, 3. Arms crossed. 1, 2, 3.
It feels really good. You know, it's my first time back since my last fight 2 years ago, and yeah, I'm very happy about it, and I'm very excited for my comeback fight.
Feel good. Feel really good. Hydrated. Ready to go. Ready to go eat. Eat this win.
You guys should definitely expect nothing but a war every time I step inside of that cage. It's literally to bring into fireworks, and it's gonna be either a hell of a 3-round fight or definitely a TKO submission. Who else knows? I'm ready for anything at any time. Tomorrow night, don't miss it. Let's go.
Taylor up first, please. Sorry, pushing you. 139.4 for Taylor. 139.2 for Evelyn. I needed Water Pena and Dusty Schaefer.
All good, thank you.
Yeah, made weight. You know, now it's game time now. Hi, how you doing?
No shirt? Hi, I'm Tracy.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. 1, 2, 3.
5.2.
Perfect. Right here, perfect. One time. Easy, yes, money. Let's get it.
185.4. 185.2 for Cole Jordan. Kingery.
Yeah, so Tuff-N-UFF was my first, I fought for Tuff-N-UFF as an amateur. My Tuff-N-UFF was my pro debut. I went away for a little bit, and then we're 3 fights in a row now for Tuff-N-UFF. This fight is more important than the last, and the next fight will be more important than this one, and so forth and so forth. But I give all my fights that I have at that time 100% of my attention. So nothing too different, it's just, it's more important than the last. And it's the same amount of stuff is on the line. Everything's on the line all the time. Yeah.
145.8 for Eduardo Pena. 145.4 for Dusty Schaefer. Eduardo right here, man. Let's go some skill. Right here. I need Alex Polizzi.
I just don't even want to do it.
I'm happy the weight cut is over with. Now it's time to have some fun. No really difference except for a little more time. It's time to fill out my opponent. But yeah, now I can take my time. I have 5 minutes each round to actually get the job done. I'm rocking one of them right now. Shout out to Tenori. Yeah, but thank you to all my sponsors. I couldn't do it without you guys. Couldn't do it without the whole UFC staff. You guys have been behind me, helping me so much. So I really appreciate you guys. It's been a huge blessing.
170.2. Chris Kingery weighs in at 170.
We put our hands down. What are we doing?
What do you guys want? Don't touch each other.
Here we go, Kingery!
Fight, ladies and
gentlemen.
I mean, the story is when I got my name, kind of gets me emotional talking about it, man. I was facing a life sentence in 2017 for getting into a fight with a bunch of police officers, and I was high on drugs. And I remember I went in and I was like, man, I was a 4-0 undefeated fighter. Got on the phone with one of my managers, Ken Alvarez. He was like, Adam, you remember, your family to us. You know what I mean? You say you're unbreakable in the physical form, but the unbreakable version of you is the spiritual form. Know that you're unbreakable. You'll never give up and you'll never break. And I remember looking at a phone and I just started crying. You know what I mean? I didn't really realize that I was ever going to see daylight ever again. You know what I mean? And so realized when I got out, finally, that unbreakable version, Adam Unbreakable, was a spiritual unbreakable. Kalina and I opened up the building, 124 Delaware Drive, Colorado Springs. And so we bought a church, actually, and it was a redemption church. Talk about a beautiful story, right? Man, there was a knucklehead that was doing drugs, facing a life sentence, that turned his life around and gave his life to the Lord. And we have a boxing program, and anybody that wants to get sober can come in for free. If you come in broken, that's what Unbreakable Ministries is. You come in broken and you come out unbreakable. Any part of you that has been through some traumas or anything like that, we're able to help heal, I'm saying. And if we don't have the resources, we'll create it. And everyone thinks of MMA as barbaric, right? We were just talking about this morning at breakfast. But you're really seeing some disciplined, hardworking athletes, right? That, they talk about the warrior in the garden. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. I've watched Tuff-N-UFF for the longest time. I've been a huge fan. They've been around for forever, you know what I mean? And I've seen some of the best prospects come out of there. And to get a world title out of Tuff-N-UFF means everything to me. I got the Fury Middleweight title already back in July, but going up in weight to 205s to fight for this title means a lot to me. I'm excited to have this title and maybe go back down to 185s after this and get the 185 145 Tuff-N-UFF title too, but one fight at a time, we'll see. In fact, I had a chance to fight for LFA's title this last weekend when they fought for the light heavyweight title, and I denied it so that I could fight for Tuff-N-UFF and I could fight for this Vegas title. Fighting in Vegas means a lot more to me. You know what I mean? I feel like this is going to be my new home, coming into the UFC, winning this title. It just feels right. I mean, we go to the airport, we see Daniel Cormier sitting in the airport, right? And it just felt good. You know what I mean? I just feel home here. Excited.
It's easy work, and you have a guy that asks the right questions, you know, and just he does the work. He's very accountable, so you don't have to tell him to do anything. He's already doing that and more. A whole mitts for him, you'll understand. All the extra stuff that coaches usually scold their fighters about, you don't have to scold him. He's already doing it. It's already been done. I mean, no disrespect to Alex Polizzi, but we're prepared for him. We're prepared for him.
At Tuff-N-UFF 147, expect to see fireworks and nothing less. Enjoy the show.
What an undercard that was. Correct me if I'm wrong. We had 2 different finishes via Darce, and that was just the amateurs? Boy, we got some more fun stuff in store for you this evening over on UFC Fight Pass. Who jumped out of the cage, in your opinion?
Oh my gosh, the squirrel. Now he comes into the fight 0-1, and guy looked like a true veteran of the sport. And that's probably the most impressive thing that I always come with Tuff-N-UFF is these amateurs only have 1, 2, 3 fights, but a lot of them look like seasoned pros, Dave. And I tell you what, nothing short of amazing for a start of this card.
Well, you mentioned seasoned pros. What a fantastic little transition, because that's what's coming up next. It's over on UFC Fight Pass. We will see you there. Thank you so much for joining us for the prelims of Tuff-N-UFF 147, live from Las Vegas.